We so appreciate having the time with you today, Dave. Thank you for being with us.
It's my pleasure. Aloha.
You have been very, very, very busy in these past few months. Help us understand a little bit more about athletics at the University of Hawaiʻi, where you've come, what the vision is, and definitely where we are now.
Pre-COVID, a lot of our goals and what we're trying to focus on it's the same. It's the health and welfare of our student athletes. It's education. It's competition at a high level. It's teaching leadership. I mean, there's a lot of skills that you learn being a student athlete that are very valuable that employers seek out in the future, being a member of a team. When we shifted, when COVID happened, I remember being on the plane March 12th, coming home from the tournament that was canceled, and I thought, hey, it'd be a month. Well, it's been 13 months, and we're still going. We had a shift. Really, our priority to majority of our time is just health and safety and developing protocols. Working with the proper government agencies, the NCA, to make sure that we could do this in a health and safe manner and bring back sports. And our MVPs in our department really have been our athletic trainers, led by Lynn Nakagawa, and our team doctor, John Slackey, working collaboratively with the Department of Health, the NCA, our conferences, to really make sure we can provide a health and safe environment for our students. And I'm proud of the efforts they've done, and really the coaches and athletes buying in, to some protocols that are sometimes uncomfortable. Like I said, I kind of joke that I feel like I'm the mask police, but there's only good intentions that it comes from, and people overall are buying in. And I think the positivity rates we've had, the fact that we've had 12,200 tests plus, and I think it's 33 cases, that's about 0.025. We've done this in a health and safety manner, but we have to continue to be vigilant.
And knowing you, and your philosophy that with every challenge, there's an opportunity. UH really actually didn't skip a beat.
Here's the amazing thing is, if you're in collegiate athletics or student athlete, in some ways you've had a great opportunity. You've been able to continue playing. It's been different. I mean, we've traveled differently. We played a little less competition, but we've learned so much during this. I mean, right now we're on Zoom right now. We're doing this on Zoom. When we did this 3-4 years ago, we did something like I was down. We were doing it in person. I like the in-person thing, but we've developed new skills. We're going to be better when we come out of this because we're going to use some of the things that we've learned, and that's the real opportunity. I mean, recruiting is going to be totally different now. We have more tools in our tool chest. And frankly, we can do some things more cost effectively. I mean, I'm not going to mind. I think in the future, I'm probably going to have to travel less. I'm okay with that. That's good. It saves you money, and it's also time. That said, I am looking forward to more personal engagement. That's what athletics is. It's in-person stuff, and looking forward to our fans coming back and having a packed arena, watching our volleyball team or basketball team or water polo team and cheering them on.
So is there a plan, or is there a schedule, or I don't know what the word is, for bringing spectators back? Because I know that as a parent of an athlete, I loved going to practices.
We've got protocols set up, but we're, obviously aiming towards the fall. Right now in the tiering system, we're unable to have, fans at our events. So we have our protocols set. I think they're solid protocols. I'm optimistic that come fall, with the vaccine rolling out and getting closer to herd immunity, that we'll have fans in the fall, and we have the plan already. We'll continue to tweak it. We work, like I said, with all the agencies, the Department of Health, the NCA. If we're going to err, we probably err on a little bit on the conservative side, but that's just because you care about the health and safety of not just our student athletes, but our community.
How is the stadium going to impact future sports of the UH?
That's a challenge. That has brought an opportunity for us to, for the foreseeable future, to have a pretty cool environment on campus, to be playing right on campus, which is pretty neat. A lot of colleges play on campus. It's a special thing where we can create some new traditions. We are still looking forward to the new stadium being built, but we have to prepare to be ready maybe for 3+ years. I think right now it's 24 is when the plan is to the stadium to be built. We'll look forward to heading over there at that point. But until then, we have a great opportunity to create some traditions, involve the community. The good thing is our student athletes, they can just walk from the locker room right to the field. We don't have to take a bus. So there's some positives to really learn how to really engage our department and the university community and students.
How are the other sports doing?
Our men's volleyball team, they're playing for the Big West Championship this weekend. They're number 1 in the country. Phenomenal job they've done, on the court, off the court, in the community. I mean, most of these young men are getting master's degrees. I mean, COVID has gotten them more education, and they've taken advantage of it. And that's heartwarming. I mean, think about this. I mean, that's part of the reason we're here, is to educate. Our water polo team is 6th in the country right now on a good winning streak. Our beach volleyball program just won 6 out of 7 on the road. It's pretty heartwarming when you get from a few student athletes just some appreciative emails about some appreciating what the trainers are doing for them, or the doctors, or the fact that they're playing, and giving us some good constructive criticism of how we can get better. I mean, hey, the mantra we have here is we try to get 1% better every day, and we try to do one thing better every day, because we're never going to get to where we want to get to. But if we continue to strive to get a little better each day and learn each day, we're gonna improve.
And while we're talking about sports, and I know football is a key sport to be paying attention to, Title IX has an impact as well with our women's sports, and I know that you were very attentive to that.
I think the special things about being at University of Hawaiʻi is, I mean, Patsy Mink, Title IX, a lot of its roots and genesis are from Hawaii, or from one of Hawaii's own. Under David Lasser's leadership, there's an expectation that we want to exceed what the expectations are and do the best we can. It's not always easy. Sometimes you have to make some hard decisions. You want it to be part of your DNA. You want it to be part of every decision you make. You consider it, and you basically continue to head in the right direction. There's improvement we need to make in that area too. But overall, compared to our peers, I think we stack up pretty well. And we just got to continue to focus on it. And what I'm proud of, I mean, I got a good team here with Lois Mannon, our senior women administrator, and the executive team I have, and our coaches who push us to get better and let us think if we're missing something. I mean, the one thing is, I tell people, you can't assume that we see it all. We have some blind spots, so you got to once in a while grab the face mask and say, you're missing this, David. You're missing this.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and go Bows.
Yeah, go Bows. Bows together.
Thank you very much, David.
Thank you, Lila. Appreciate it.
You've just had the pleasure of getting to know David Matlin, Athletic Director for the University of Hawaiʻi, Mānoa.